Yo, what's good? What's good? Sorry about that. Had a little technical difficulty. Shout out to Two Raw for Sports. Appreciate the support, man. Appreciate the support. Always watching your content. We live. So let's allow everybody to catch up to this live, and we're gonna get into it. We got a pretty interesting story for you guys today, so I'm gonna just allow everybody to catch up to the live, and we're gonna get into it. Pretty interesting story here. I want to touch on for a little bit. So let's get into it. Let's give it like another minute or so. Also, make sure you check in and let us know where you're coming in from. Shout out from Houston. So we got people from Houston. Appreciate that, David. Shout out to Two Raw for supporting the channel. Who else we got on here? Hey, appreciate that, Triple D. I appreciate that. Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Belize, Chicago, New Zealand, Charlotte, Santa Monica, Atlanta. Shout out to London, Denver. Man, so many different places. North Carolina, Philly. We got Cali, was good. Nate the GOAT, London, Toronto, Serbia. Okay, Serbia for Nikola Jokic. Hawaii. Wow. Shout out to Hawaii. Let's give it like 30 more seconds and we get into it. East Texas, Queens. Queens in the building, Australia. Africa. What part of Africa? Detroit. Chicago, South. Okay. Appreciate you guys for being a part of this live. I'm getting a cut this week. Before we get into it, let me just get it, keep it a little light. So some people been making fun of my hair. I actually been looking for a good barber, but he keeps messing it up. So I'm letting it grow. Finally getting my line back right. So we're gonna fix that up. Shout out to Virginia. But anyway, so was relaxing today. Not planning on releasing any content. And then all of a sudden, one of the team members here, Dreamers Pro, sends me a message. And he's like, did you hear about this Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan thing? And I'm like, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan? No, what happened? So I Googled Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. And what came up was a video. Now, in this video, you guys can see it on TMZ. It's all over the internet. It's on Daily Mail. It's on the New York Post. For example, the New York Post has an article right here where they basically address the situation. But essentially what happened was Michael Jordan was with his wife. And they were, I'm going to link this article for you guys here. Actually, I'll link the video, actually. You guys can check it out after this live. I'm going to post it right here in the comment section. So Michael Jordan was coming out of dinner, right? He was coming out of a dinner. And he was walking through a crowd, obviously being mobbed by paparazzi. You're Michael Jordan. And people were asking MJ a bunch of different questions. Hey, MJ, you know, this and this and this. And somebody asked him, they said, what do you think about the situation between your son and Larsa Pippen? Now, for those of you who don't know, Larsa Pippen is basically the former ex-wife of Scottie Pippen. That's who she is for the people that don't know. 1 second. So basically, they asked him, Jordan, what do you think about it? And Jordan basically said, I don't approve. I don't approve of it. Now, prior to this is the first time I have ever heard Michael Jordan actually comment on Scottie Pippen. And there's a video of it. And he said, I don't approve of it. Now, prior to that, we know the fallout between MJ and Scottie Pippen. And Scottie Pippen was taking out a lot of his frustrations on Michael Jordan, always finding reasons to go at MJ, you know, taking shots at him, shot after shot. And out of all the videos we produced, the majority of the people that watched those videos always felt like Scottie was taking all, he was putting all of his aggression that he had, maybe that he should have directed towards his former partner, and he was pointing it to MJ. And some people are like, oh, MJ's probably getting the last laugh, that even his own son is now dating so-and-so. So when I heard Michael Jordan say, I don't approve of it, it let me know something pretty important. It let me know that the animosity that Scottie Pippen feels toward MJ doesn't feel it towards Scottie. Because if Michael Jordan truly was angry with Scottie Pippen and was like, screw this guy, he would have either not responded to that question in the video, or he would have said, nothing I can do with it. Denounce his own son because he's denouncing the actions of his son as his father by saying, I don't approve of this. Even for Jordan, I think Jordan is saying, this is going too far. For Jordan himself to say, I don't approve of it, it means that Jordan feels like this is a little bit too messy. So to me, the energy that Scottie Pippen has been giving Jordan over these years now, in terms of the things he's been saying about him, it feels like MJ doesn't feel that same level of animosity to Scottie Pippen. And that's the saddest part. Scottie has all of this pent-up aggression against MJ that MJ doesn't have towards him. Again, appreciate that. Again, to this day, I have yet to find negative quotes or tweets or comments from MJ towards Scottie Pippen. For the new people coming in, basically what happened is this. There was a video that got released by, by TMZ. I'm going to post it right here in the comments. Alonzo White, hey, love the channel, bro. One of the truth, keep up the, hey, appreciate that, Alonzo, appreciate that, man. We appreciate your support, and shout out to Too Raw for TV. Make sure you check out Too Raw for TV. He also supported the channel. Appreciate Too Raw for TV. So yeah, I just pinned it in the comment section. So to me, Jordan never said anything negative about Scottie. Never really. In The Last Dance, I couldn't understand, to be honest with you, I can't understand why Scottie Pippen got so upset. I really, really can't. I cannot understand why Scottie got so upset. Because Jordan depicted everybody in their high moments and their low moments, including Dennis Rodman, including himself. He showed the blow up between Phil Jackson and the organization. He showed everyone. It wasn't like as if Jordan was hiding anything in the docuseries. So for Scottie to come out so strongly against him, it left a lot of us wondering, but what did Jordan do to you? What did he do to you? And if you listen to some of the things that Scottie Pippen said after The Last Dance came out, like his most recent comment where he said, before he came to the Chicago Bulls, everyone knew Michael Jordan was a horrible player. So wait a minute. If you felt Jordan was a horrible player, or if you're saying that he's a horrible player, this means that you felt that pretty much for your entire career. So if you felt that way your entire career, why would you want to be a part of this dude's docuseries? Appreciate that, Banksters. Love you guys for the awesome. Hey, appreciate that. Why would you want to be a part of Jordan's docuseries? Why would you want to be a part of this dude that you think is selfish, that you think is all about himself, that's not acknowledging his teammates? Do y'all remember that MJ was the one that inducted Scottie Pippen into the Basketball Hall of Fame? Do you guys know that he was the one that presented him on the stage? It was MJ, this selfish, bad teammate. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest for a second. Scottie Pippen is one of the greatest 50 players of all time. He's one of the most incredible defensive perimeter players in the history of basketball. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But if Scottie Pippen wasn't Michael Jordan's teammate, would we still be talking about Scottie Pippen today? This is the question. Let me put it in the poll right in the chat real quick. Let me put it in the chat. Now hold up. How do I put it in the chat here? Let me see. Okay. Let me start the poll. Would Scottie be relevant if Jordan was not his teammate? Let me ask the community. Y'all tell me. Would Scottie Pippen be relevant today in 2023 going to 2024? Would we be talking about Scottie Pippen if Michael Jordan was not his teammate? Much love from Hawaii. Thank you for the great content. Hello, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Would anybody be talking about Scottie Pippen? Nobody would. Just by association, you are relevant. There have been so many great players, no one talks about them anymore. No one. So for him to be acting like Jordan is somebody that held him back in his career, to me, is insane. And after all the stuff Scottie said, they asked Michael Jordan, what do you feel about your son in a relationship with this woman? He said, I don't approve of it. Because even to Jordan, he's like, yo, that is so low down. That's so low down. For the son, who I don't know, out of all the ladies in the world, out of all the ladies in your state, out of all of them, that's the person you decided you wanted to go have a relationship with? Jordan built up Pippen in practice, so that's a definite no. Appreciate the comment. Out of all the people, that's the person? To the lady, out of all the people you could have dated, out of all of them, this is the person? No, really. This is the person? What's so special about him, apart from the fact that he's Michael? Not saying he's a bad person or nothing. I'm sure he's a nice person. But you couldn't find nobody else. You don't know how that looks to your former partner. You don't see all of the stuff going on in the media. And then you now put the final nail in the coffin. So when they asked Jordan, what do you think about it? He said, I'm not feeling this, which probably means he's not feeling her. And the question is, to Scottie Pippen, if Jordan was this bad person to you, if he was this person that threw you under the bus, why is he publicly saying in a video, I don't approve of the actions of my own son? Why is MJ saying that? For the new people coming in, people catching up to the live, Michael Jordan broke his silence on the Scottie Pippen relationship with you know who. And they asked him, what do you think about that scenario? And Jordan says, I disapprove of I don't approve of it. I'm going to post it in the comment section right now for you guys to check out right there. That's what MJ said. He said, I don't approve of it. And to me, I genuinely think, this is just somebody's opinion from afar, I genuinely think Michael Jordan likes Scottie Pippen as a person. I genuinely think that. I think Scottie Pippen worked perfectly for Jordan's brand. And vice versa. Whenever I used to see Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan in places, they were all buddy-buddy, hugged up, having it look like they're having a good time. And the question then becomes, did Jordan know that Scottie Pippen harbored all of these feelings towards him? Did he know that? Did he know that? I'm going to give you guys another insight. Y'all let me know in the comment section. For the people here that are in relationships watching this live, maybe you got a girlfriend, maybe you got a wife, or maybe some ladies watching. When you're in a relationship with someone, usually the person that you're with, in this case, let's say you're married to, that's the closest person to you. I want you guys to pay attention to this. The person that you're married to usually is the person you're closest to. This is the person that you spend the majority of time with. This is the person that when you lay your head down at night and you guys want to have your personal gossip or your pillow talk, as they call it, the person that you call husband or wife is the person you're going to tell what you really think. There are things you will tell your significant other that you wouldn't tell anybody else. I want you guys to follow me for a second. Now, what if secretly Scottie was saying to his personal partner at the time, yo, I'm not really feeling dude. Yeah, I like him, but I don't really think he all that. I saw the game. Yeah, we won the game. Yeah, we won the championship, but I don't like the fact that I'm not getting enough attention. I just feel like I'm not being recognized enough. Why is he the one getting all the attention? Why are they doing me like that? I feel like I got a lot to offer. If you feel any resentment, you may say it to your person you're close with. Now, what if that person that you were close with, 20 years down the line, you guys fall out? Hear me. You guys have a fallout. And this person says, how do I get this person back? What's the lowest thing I can do? How low can I really go? And the person goes, I got it. Since I can't be with the person that this person was feeling a type of way about for all of these years, I'll go for the next best thing. Let me look at his son. That will be a good way to get back at this dude. There's no way you can tell me that that is not a low down move. And that's the reason Jordan himself said, I don't support this move, which to me proves that Jordan never had any negative energy towards Scottie Pippen. Never. You can't find the video where Michael Jordan said Scottie Pippen is a horrible basketball player. You can't find it. You can't find the video where Michael Jordan is talking crazy about Scottie Pippen. You can't find it. Scottie has been taking shots at Jordan since the year 2020. We're going on 3 years. What am I saying? We're going on 3 years. We're going on 3.5 years. He's been taking shots at MJ since The Last Dance, bro. Since The Last Dance came out, which was 2020. He's been taking shots at him. Now you tell me, what has Jordan said about Scottie in the last 3 years? Post it in the comments. What has he said? What has Michael Jordan said about Scottie Pippen? What has he said? If Jordan was a greasy dude, when they asked the reporter, when the reporter asked him, hey, Jordan, what do you think about that? When the paparazzi, he'd have been like, I'm happy for my son. I support my son, whatever he wants to do. That's what Jordan would have said. So now everybody's going to be looking at Scottie like, yo, hold up. You're here taking out all of this aggression and frustration on Jordan. Meanwhile, not only has he not said anything about you publicly, he's even publicly said, I don't condone the behavior of my own son. Because even Jordan knows this is messy. This is messy. And it is messy. It's messy. There's no two ways to say it. It's messy. We've produced numerous shows about not this particular topic here, but about the relationship about Jordan. The only reason we're producing this show is because now we're finally hearing Jordan out of his own mouth not through another source or what this article said, out of his own mouth say, I'm not feeling this. Exactly. Lionel Messi. That Messi. He himself is saying, hey, appreciate that RDFN tech. Appreciate that. It's messy. You're absolutely right. It is 100% messy. You absolutely right. And to me, Pippen looks like a bozo in all of this. Because now he's attacking someone that's not even, it's like you're it's like you're dissing somebody that's not acknowledging you. Jordan almost took like the Jay-Z approach. You know when Jay-Z used to be ignoring dudes? He just ignores you like as if you're not even there. What Jay-Z used to do, he did it to so many famous rappers. Big name, he just ignored you. Game was taking shots at Jay-Z. Jigga ain't say nothing. Jay ain't say nothing. 50 Cent was taking shots at Jay-Z. Jay said nothing. After a while, you look like the crazy person because you're taking shots at a person that's not acknowledging you. Jay would not even acknowledge them with the response. He would not even acknowledge these dudes. And that's what Jordan did with Scottie. Jordan had so many opportunities to light him up, and Jordan left him. So to me, man, I think Scottie got to let it go. But hey, man, Scottie must be going through a lot. He must be going through a lot. As a man, he must be going through a lot. A lot. He must be going through a lot. And by no means am I saying it's easy on Scottie. It's not easy on him. It cannot be easy. As a man, imagining what that man is going through, it cannot be easy. And maybe those things he was saying about Jordan, maybe he was just saying them out of pure frustration. Not that he was in his right mind saying them. When you come out there and say Jordan was a horrible basketball player, you're not in your right mind. You're not. You're not in your right mind. Somebody said Nas ignored Jay-Z until he finally decided to ether him. The reason I think Nas acknowledged Jay-Z was ignored him and then he finally responded was because I believe Nas thought him and Jay were on equal footing. That's the reason he responded. I believe the reason Jay-Z did not respond to those dudes was because he felt they're not on his level. And they're not. Period, point blank. In any way. Not lyrically, not financially, not at all. So it would be like punching down for for Jay-Z to respond to those dudes. And now Jay-Z will never respond to anyone. This dude is like at 4 billion right now, 2.8. He's never responding to these dudes. Even when Kanye, sorry to digress for a second, even when Kanye was talking his greasy talk, Jay sat back. He said, okay, you what, 2.4 billion, 2.8? Okay, no problem. I'm going to keep my mouth closed. You know what Jay-Z said? He said, man, you know what? Instead of responding to Kanye, let me go work on a $3 billion move. That's what Jay-Z did. He's like, let me go work on a way to get another $2 billion real quick. Jay-Z went out there, got an additional $2 billion, and just went on with his merry way. Because before you was talking crazy to me because you had more money than me, right? Who's talking? Who's Jay-Z responding to? Nobody. 50 Cent is on. Come on, stop. Let's not digress. But anyway, the point is, Jordan finally said he doesn't condone this nonsense, and I'm glad that he said it because it had to be said. It is messy, and if it's in my opinion, I think Jordan must feel ashamed. He must feel ashamed, and I think Jordan must also feel bad. Really. He must also feel bad that his son is a part of that nonsense. Because that's what it is. It's a bunch of nonsense. It is nonsense. And is gross. Is grimy, is greasy, is like a scumbag move, in my personal opinion. That's a scumbag move. I'm sorry, it is. It's a scumbag move to do that. To go after your former. Come on, let's really, really, really. Come on, that's too much. That's too much. So that's the story for the new people coming in. The story came out, Michael Jordan. I can't play the video, but basically Jordan said that he does not support his son having a relationship with his former teammate's ex-partner. Jordan said it publicly. I don't support it. And for the way Scottie has been going to Michael Jordan for all of these years, not months, these years, you would think that when Jordan had the opportunity to light his ass up, Jordan said, nah, I don't condone that nonsense. Which means that Jordan thinks that what is happening is wrong on the behalf of for Scottie. I truly believe MJ felt like Scottie was his friend. I really do. You don't go out of your way to be that nice to Scottie publicly. There's some people that don't even give their teammates credit. Do y'all know that? There's some people that don't even give their teammates credit at all. They take all the credit. There's some CEOs that never give their executives any credit. They will walk up there and take credit for every single thing like they did it on their own. MJ's son is a grown man. Only so much he can do. Says more about his son than him. And for Scottie to keep coming is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. The whole thing is messy. I agree. I 100% agree. Appreciate the comment. Appreciate the comment from Derek. So to me, Jordan gives the credit. He will say, I would have never won those championships without Scottie. When did you ever hear Scottie Pippen say, I would have never won those championships without Jordan? When? Most people at that level, they're taking all the credit because they don't want to share the shot. They don't want to share the spotlight with you. They don't want to. They want to make it seem like they did it all on their own, like it was just me. Jordan did The Last Dance. Let's be honest. The majority of The Last Dance was about Jordan. And the majority of us watched because it was Jordan. Let's be for real. Would you have watched a 9-part or 10-part docuseries about the Chicago Bulls if Michael Jordan was not there? Let's be for real. The majority of us watch for Jordan. Those are the people that support Jordan. The majority of the haters watch for Jordan. He was the draw. He was the draw. And it seems like for whatever reason, some of those guys could not get their mind around it. He's the big fish. He's going to get all the attention. It's just the way that it works. And number two, if I'm a millionaire, think about it. If you're a millionaire, this guy's a millionaire. Now he's richer, but who cares? Yeah, he's Michael Jordan, but you're Scottie Pippen. It's not like as if you just some dude walking around. And it seems like the only person that didn't get the fact that Jordan was the big fish was Scottie. Because all of the other Bulls teammates, I have not heard one of them come out and say the type of things Scottie has been saying about Jordan. They all understood. Would we be talking about all of those guys if it was not about Michael Jordan? Let's be for real. He's the GOAT. What do you expect? I mean, come on. Like, what do you expect? To me, the whole thing is sad. All of these great groups, the 90s Bulls, they broke up. Puffy and Mace, they broke up. G-Unit, they broke up. Who's left? The Locks? And who else? Who stayed together? Who's still cool? Everybody broke up. Everybody broke. Wu-Tang Clan. Who stayed together? Somebody said Dipset. Somebody said Dipset. Okay, Bone Thugs. But you get my point. All of these legendary groups